Sitting for hours every day may be quietly harming your health. Here's what you need to know. Sitting can feel so natural. It is a posture of rest, of focus, and of comfort. Many of us spend our days in a chair, working at a desk, studying for school. We come home and sit to share a meal with family. We sit to read a book, to watch a favorite show, or to connect with friends on our phones. Sitting has become a central part of our daily lives. It is so common that we often do not even notice how much time we spend doing it. This stillness is a normal and expected feature of the world we have built for ourselves. The rhythm of modern life often encourages us to be still. Our jobs have changed over generations. Many now involve long hours at a computer, requiring us to remain seated to complete our tasks. Our travel has changed too. We sit in cars, on buses, and on trains to get from one place to another. When you add all of these moments together, it is not unusual for a person to sit for 8 hours, 10 hours, or even more each day. The issue is not sitting itself. A moment of rest in a chair is not harmful. The real concern is the prolonged, uninterrupted nature of this stillness. It is the long stretches of time spent without moving that can quietly begin to affect the body. Our bodies are wonderfully designed for movement. They thrive on activity. When we stay still for too long, day after day, we are asking our bodies to function in a way that goes against their natural design. This gentle, constant stillness can create subtle changes that we may not feel at first. This essay is not meant to cause alarm. Instead, it is a gentle invitation to become more aware of our daily habits. It is a quiet exploration of what happens inside our bodies when we sit for long periods. And most importantly, it offers simple, kind, and practical ways to bring more movement back into our lives. You will see that change does not need to be drastic or difficult. Even the smallest steps taken consistently can make a profound difference to your well-being. Let us begin this journey with curiosity and a sense of gentle care for ourselves. When we settle into a chair for a long time, the body's inner world begins to change. The heart, our tireless engine, continues its steady beat, but the conditions it works under are different. The large muscles in our legs, the second heart, become quiet. This stillness causes blood flow to slow, especially in the lower limbs. Think of it like a river, brisk current, then a slow, meandering stream. Reduced circulation can make the legs feel heavy, tired, a little swollen. This slowing of blood flow is more than just discomfort. Over time, poor circulation creates health challenges. When blood pools in the legs, the risk of blood clots increases, particularly with other risk factors. In a sedentary body, the system burns far less fuel. That difference places long-term strain on the cardiovascular system and raises heart disease risk over years. Research confirms this. Large long-term studies show consistent findings. People sitting more than 8 hours a day with very little physical activity have a significantly higher risk of cardiovascular problems. The good news is not irreversible. The body responds to small invitations to move. Stand up, large leg muscles engage. Take a short walk, circulation improves almost immediately. The heart gets a gentle boost, blood flows more freely through your veins. These actions reopen the channels of that slow river, letting the current speed up again. A simple, powerful way to support heart and circulatory health throughout the day. Our metabolism is the wonderful process by which our body converts what we eat and drink into energy. Quick visual: standing, high energy; sitting, low energy. When we are active, our metabolic rate is higher, an efficient energy burning furnace. When we sit for extended periods, however, this furnace dials down to a slow burn. The body's need for energy decreases dramatically. We burn far fewer calories while sitting compared to standing, compared to moving. Prolonged sitting influences our weight and overall metabolic health. Changes go deeper, down to enzymes. Show lipoprotein lipase. These enzymes break down fats and sugars in the bloodstream. When we are standing and walking, the enzymes are active. But as soon as we sit down, their activity plummets. Fats and sugars from your last meal are not processed efficiently. Nutrients linger in the bloodstream. This leads to higher blood sugar and increased fat storage over time. It becomes easier to gain weight and harder to lose it. Persistent high blood sugar strains the pancreas, raising risk of insulin resistance and eventually type 2 diabetes. Fortunately, we can interrupt the cycle. Simply standing reactivates enzymes. A short 5-minute walk after a meal helps muscles use glucose and stabilizes blood sugar. Gentle nudges protect you long term. When we sit, especially for long stretches, our bodies tend to follow the path of least resistance. We slump, our shoulders round forward, our head juts out, and our lower back curves into a C shape. It may feel comfortable in the moment, but it places significant strain on muscles and spine. Core and upper back weaken, while chest and the front of the hips become tight and shortened. Hunching can lead to persistent tension headaches and upper back pain. The rounding of the lower back puts uneven pressure on spinal discs. Gluteal muscles can essentially fall asleep, gluteal amnesia, forcing smaller muscles to compensate. With a weaker core and inactive glutes, lifting, bending, or even walking can become harder and riskier. Solution: become mindful of posture and strengthen what's weak. Sit tall, as if a string lifts your crown. Roll shoulders back and down. Support your lower back with a small cushion or towel. Add simple exercises: glute, bridges, and planks. Just a few minutes a day can reawaken sleepy muscles and rebuild support. Our joints, the hips, the knees, the shoulders, the ankles, are designed for movement. Motion keeps them healthy. Synovial fluid circulates when we move, delivering nutrients and lubrication to cartilage. When we sit for long periods, joints are held in fixed positions for hours. Connective tissues, ligaments, and tendons can become stiff and less pliable. The hips are particularly vulnerable. Seated hip flexors shorten, pulling the pelvis forward and restricting hip extension, changing the way we walk. A shorter stride can place extra strain on the knees and lower back. Stiffness also affects knees and shoulders. Rounded shoulders may limit overhead reach. Over years, reduced mobility can impact gardening, playing with grandchildren, even getting in and out of a car. The remedy is simple and gentle: movement, hip flexor stretches, shoulder rolls, chest opening, standing tall and reaching skyward keep joints lubricated and flexible. Deep within our bodies, there is a natural process called inflammation. In the short term, it is a vital part of healing. When you get a cut, inflammation brings immune cells to fight infection and repair the damage. However, with constant low-level stress, a different kind of inflammation can emerge: chronic low-grade inflammation. Research shows a sedentary lifestyle can contribute to this. Reduced blood flow, metabolic slowdown, and the potential for weight gain allow inflammatory markers to rise. When large muscles are quiet for hours, we lose their anti-inflammatory effect. The body is in passive stress, triggering a low-level, continuous immune response, usually silent. Over many years, it's linked to heart disease, type 2, diabetes, certain cancers, and neurodegenerative conditions. Slow, persistent wear and tear. The most powerful antidote is regular physical activity. Movement is one of nature's best anti-inflammatories. Even light activity like a brisk walk lowers inflammatory markers, improves circulation, regulates blood sugar, and helps maintain a healthy weight. The connection between our body and our mind is deep and powerful. Prolonged sitting doesn't just affect physical health, it subtly impacts mental and emotional well-being, leaving us sluggish, foggy, and less able to concentrate. Movement is a natural mood booster. Even a short walk releases endorphins, feel-good chemicals with pain-relieving, mood-elevating effects. Activity also increases dopamine and serotonin, supporting mood, motivation, and well-being. Take phone calls while standing or pacing to keep energy up and mind engaged. Treat breaks as tools to sharpen your brain and brighten your mood. If the idea of changing your habits feels overwhelming, let us start with one simple, powerful action. Stand up. Rising from your chair is one of the most effective ways to counteract prolonged sitting. The goal is not to stand all day, but to interrupt the stillness. Stand up once every 30 minutes. Use a recurring timer on your phone, your watch, or your computer. Standing engages legs, hips, core, wakes up enzymes, and gives your metabolism a lift. Blood flow improves as calves contract, pushing blood toward your heart. It's a reset button for your body. When the timer goes off, stand and stretch, grab water, or simply stand and read for a minute or two. This builds awareness, creates natural pauses, and becomes the foundation for other positive changes. Once you are comfortable standing regularly, try activity snacking. When your 30-minute timer goes off, do shoulder rolls up, back and down 10 times, then reverse for 10. Try seated leg lifts. Straighten one leg, hold a few seconds, lower slowly. Alternate for 10 reps. Desk twist, sit at the edge, right hand on left knee, left hand on chair back. Twist gently, hold a deep breath, repeat the other side. Chest and shoulder stretch. Clasp hands behind your back, straighten arms, lift hands away to counter slouching. Keep it simple. No equipment, little space, 5 squats while coffee brews, calf raises while brushing teeth, a neck stretch after sending an email. Sprinkle these to keep muscles active, joints mobile, and energy flowing. Bringing more movement into your life is a journey, not a race. Start small and be kind to yourself. Choose one new behavior first, standing up every 30 minutes or a 5-minute walk after lunch. Make it so simple it feels effortless. The goal isn't perfection, and simply begin. Use habit stacking. Pair movement with something automatic. After I pour my tea, I will do 5 gentle squats. Set reminders on your phone, put a sticky note on your computer, gentle nudges until it becomes second nature. Celebrate small successes. Acknowledge your effort. It reinforces the habit. If you forget a day, don't worry. Begin again the next day. Consistency over time beats perfection in a single day. Look ahead for one small opportunity, a short morning walk, standing during your evening show, or one gentle stretch right now after this video. Choose one thing, make it your starting point. Your body is designed to move and will thank you. This simple, gentle path of movement cares for your health, mind, and whole being for the long run. If this made you rethink your daily routine, like the video, subscribe to HealthProLife, and comment on one movement habit you'll start today.